many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They begin the drive with Williams. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the 29, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Hey, smash Broncos! Set, triple, set, let's go! Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 38 yards on the scamper there. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. They keep it with Henry on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Titans at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Third down, it's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Caleb Farley. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose we go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Play action, Willis. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Willis. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. That's complete, it's Okuwebunam. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Willis now off of play action. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Willis. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Broncos 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
18 runners.
Another try after the first down sack. Willis eluding the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Willis. And he's got his big tight end here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Willis looking to throw on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pull it good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. Keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
1st and 10, Willis. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down, Willis. Open man downfield is Woods. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They give him a gain of 38. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Willis's throw there into the hands of Ross. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but an it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn again.
And now here's another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Titans. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Albert Okurebu now the intended target. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's the option play going left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Titans, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.